Another weekend of sky-watching dreams just got crushed. SpaceX has yanked Saturday's launch off the calendar and quietly slid in a new date that has amateur astronomers either cheering or groaning. The new plan? A Monday evening spectacle blasting out of Vandenberg Space Force Base. And if you blink, you'll miss why this seemingly routine shuffle is actually a powder keg of debate among space fans. Here's the headline that matters. SpaceX now wants to light up the California coastline on Monday, not Saturday, with a Falcon 9 rocket hauling 24 fresh Starlink internet satellites into low Earth orbit. The launch window stretches from 7:05 p.m. to 11:05 p.m. Pacific. 4 full hours of wiggle room that sounds generous until you realize weather, drone ship positioning, or even a last-second software hiccup could still slam that window shut. But here's where it gets controversial. Some enthusiasts argue SpaceX's constant date shuffling is just smart engineering. Better to delay than to explode a $60 million rocket. Critics, however, claim the company has trained the public to treat delays as normal, eroding the sense of urgency that once surrounded every launch. Are we witnessing ultra-cautious brilliance? Or has rocket science become so routine that missing a weekend feels like missing a bus? What to expect when the countdown finally hits zero? The Falcon 9's first stage booster, already a seasoned veteran on its 5th flight, will thunder off the pad, arc over the Pacific, and then attempt a pinpoint landing on the floating drone ship, Of Course I Still Love You. If it sticks the landing, SpaceX inches closer to its dream of a reusable rocket fleet that slashes launch costs. Those 24 Starlink satellites will be released in a staggered sequence, each one unfolding its solar arrays like origami swans, before firing tiny thrusters to climb into their final orbital parking spots. Within weeks, they'll beam broadband internet to remote cabins, cargo ships, and maybe that neighbor who still complains about buffering. A live webcast hosted on SpaceX's website and YouTube kicks off roughly 5 minutes before liftoff. Pro tip: crank up the audio when the engines ignite. The surround sound mix is so crisp you'll swear you're standing on the beach. And this is the part most people miss. Every delay isn't just about weather or technical gremlins. Behind the scenes, SpaceX negotiates with the U.S. Space Force, the Federal Aviation Administration, and even maritime traffic controllers to clear ocean zones beneath the flight path. One stray fishing boat can scrub an entire evening. So when Monday arrives, the real suspense isn't just, will it launch? It's, did every moving part in a 1,000-mile safety bubble align? Controversial thought. Are we too comfortable with private companies dictating launch schedules that once belonged to NASA's public calendar? Some space historians argue that turning rocket launches into live-streamed entertainment risks trivializing the immense engineering and environmental stakes involved. Others counter that transparency invites global audiences to care about space again. Where do you stand? Quick FAQ for newcomers. Question: why Vandenberg instead of Cape Canaveral? Answer: Vandenberg's southerly trajectory is perfect for polar orbits, ideal for Starlink's blanket coverage of Earth's surface. Question: will I see the rocket from Los Angeles? If skies are clear, the Falcon 9's exhaust plume can light up like a comet over LA roughly 2 minutes after liftoff. Look southwest and prepare for Instagram gold. Question: how loud will it be? Locals near the base might hear a low, rolling thunder. Farther away, it's more like a distant rumble. Nature's way of reminding us that controlled explosions are now commuted traffic. So mark your calendars for Monday evening. Charge your phone for the live stream, and maybe keep a folding chair in the trunk. Because if history is any guide, SpaceX might just surprise us with another last-second twist. And hey, if the delay bug bites again, at least you'll have a front-row seat to the greatest debate in modern spaceflight. Is flawless execution worth the wait, or have we become too patient with the final frontier? Sound off below. Do SpaceX's frequent delays build trust through transparency, Or are they proof that we've lowered our expectations for what used to be called rocket science? Let the arguments begin.